Hello everybody and welcome back to another Magic the Gathering Arena video. I am Kawazi and we are playing the same colours as yesterday. I know, incredibly boring content, but we're playing pretty much none of the same cards. The odd one, Ob Nixilis, yeah. Pretty much everything else here is new. This is more of like an aggro-y sacrifice base red, black and white deck. And we're playing with a few new and different cards today. So Cult Conscript we've played before, Cut Down before, Shivan Devastator we haven't played before. It's a 1 and X Dragon Hydra Flying Haste. When it enters the battlefield with X/1/1 counters on it, so it's basically a way of finishing over the top, but also it can fit nicely into your curve wherever you may need it to. The reason that this could be good in this deck, and we're going to find out, is because if I need it to, if I don't have like a creature on turn 2 and I need something to sack to Ob Nixilis, I can play this for 1. I should be able to replay it with Serra Paragon, which I'll come to as it's got a low mana value, and it can give me something cheap to sack to Braids. So yeah, it's got a few different ways where being a low cheap creature will help, and it's got, you know, the potential to be a big creature to finish games for us if we need it to. I am running 3 Doomed Dissenter. This is not by no means a new card. I don't actually know which legal set it's in. It's in Crimson Vow, yeah, we're running 3 of these. The reason for this is that we, as I said, want to be sacking creatures with this deck. We've got both Braids and Ob Nixilis to be sacking things, and also we're getting forced to sack a lot due to pretty much every single person playing Liliana at the moment. So what we want is a creature that can replace itself when it dies, so that we don't get that kind of Liliana into Invoke Despair grind down. So what I want is just a cheap creature that can replace itself, and this actually fits that bill nicely. So we're trying out 3 of those. 2 Infernal Grasps for removal on top of our 1 cut down, so we're a little light potentially on removal. But we are playing 2 of our own Liliana. So 3 Tenacious Underdog, don't need to talk too much about this. 4 Elas, il-Kor, the Sadistic Pilgrim. So this is a 2/2 Phyrexian Core Cleric, Death Touch. This is the one I played during the Planeswalkers deck, where because we were generating lots of tokens. In this deck, it gave me the idea really. It's got a lot of recursion with various cards which I'll come to. And yeah, it's basically going to help me drain the opponent out, combined with Meathook Massacre. We are running 2 Jerren, Corrupted Bishop. So this was one from Midnight Hunt, I believe that is. Whenever it enters the battlefield or another non-token human you control dies, you lose 1 and create a token. So similarly to Doomed Dissenter, it's going to allow us to sort of replenish ourselves when our humans die. And most of our deck, or a lot of our deck, is humans. We've got Doomed Dissenter, we've got Tenacious Underdog, we've got Lagamos, and that might be it, because these aren't humans. So not everything here is humans, but occasionally, or very often, it's going to give us an extra 1/1 creature when our things die. So that's what this is here for. Also, when it comes in itself, it creates the 1/1 human. So it's 2 creatures for the price of 1 at turn 3, which is also, the more creatures the better for this deck. 2 Braids. Braids is a 2 and a black 3/3 legendary nightmare. At the beginning of your end step, you may sacrifice an artifact, creature, enchantment, land, or planeswalker. If you do, each opponent may sacrifice a permanent that shares a card type with it. For each opponent who doesn't, that player loses 2 life and you draw a card. So obviously with this deck, really, we're going to be sacrificing our creatures. Then if the opponent isn't sacrificing a creature or isn't able to sacrifice a creature, they lose 2 life and we draw a card. So this is there to keep us topped up, give us a sack outlet for some of our things that we want to die, dealing more damage to the Sadistic Pilgrim, and drawing us some cards. 2 Lilianas, I won't go into her. 1 Squee, the Dubious Monarch. Again, it's a 2 creatures for 1 on turn 3. I'm only running 1 of them because it is legendary and we can recur it from our graveyard as we need to do, paying 4 and exiling 4 other cards. But yeah, there to spit out creatures that we can then kill off our own creatures with Meathook for the win. 2 Lagamos, Hand of Hatred. This is 1, a black and a red legendary human shaman 1/3. At the beginning of combat on your turn, create a 2/1 red elemental creature token with trample and haste. So similarly to a deck we did before, we've got the Braids sacrificing these elementals once we're done with them, so we can choose to attack or not. And yeah, then we can get that combo rolling again. 3 Ob Nixilis, 3 Ob Nixilis the Adversary, starting with 3 loyalty. Again, we've got loads of creatures to sack. This is going to be our way to sit on the board and try and scale out those Sheoldreds. I'm running 2 Serra Paragon. So Serra Paragon is a new 4-costing Mythic Angel, 3/4 flyer. Once during each of your turns, you may play a land from your graveyard or cast a permanent spell with mana value 3 or less from your graveyard, which is very nice. Almost all of our things cost 3 or less. If you do, it gains, when this permanent is put into a graveyard from the battlefield, exile it and you gain 2 life. So a very nice way for us to get some extra value out of all of these things, especially if they've been removed by everyone else's Lilianas or Invoked Despairs. 1 Jaya, the Fiery Negotiator, and 2 Edgar, Charmed Groom. So Edgar also gives us that nice recursive creatures to sack and play with. That is the deck. I've got a right mishmash of lands due to having some of the new rares, missing some of the new rares, so we're kind of playing a bit of a mix-up so that we can try and keep our 3-colour mana base on check. It should be quite a fun deck with lots to do, lots to interact with, and sort of work out the best lines through. So I'm hoping for a bit of fun today, as well as being relatively competitive against black. Let's have some games. Okay, let's see how we can get on with this one. Back to a bit of aggro fun. Not an ideal land setup, but yeah. Play this Pilgrim out into a cut down, maybe. Yeah, good old cut down. Go away. Right, Liliana into counter. Which way discard the card? Bye bye, Underdog.
I'm tired of your secrets.
Galvanic Iteration. What are we having iterated upon us, I wonder? Bye, Liliana.
We all have things we never
Do we put the Devastator? Do we do Braids? Let's do Braids. We don't have anything we want to sack this turn, but we might as well spend our time to put it in. Opponent has to deal with Lily at some point. There's something to sack. If a non-skeleton died. Okay.
You won't be outsmarting me.
Yeah. Because then we can Cult Conscript and hold Open Grasp. I'm not sure if this is like a mill or destroy, or I'm not sure what's going on with this deck, but they haven't got any creatures to sacrifice, and next turn they're going to be sacrificing half their lands. Liliana just doing her thing. Okay, next game. Yeah. We might be doing a Shivan Devastator for 1. This doesn't come in tapped at any point, does it? No, we just can only use it for cuddled legendaries, so that's okay. Just so we can double the Ob Nixilis, but let's see. What's the beauty of this card is where it fits in everywhere. I won't be doing it for 0 though. Not quite as useful there. Oh no, okay, we've got a little Doomy. Not the Doomed Traveller of old, but a Doomed Dissenter. There's no counter for this, is there? I'm not sure what we're waiting for here. Just an opt or something in our opponent's hand. Consider, sorry. Not opt. Jerren, just because it gives us more creatures if when this dies, and at the moment this is more likely to be like a negate or make disappear, which would work on both, but just in case, to cover off the fact that it could be a negate, we'll play with the Jerren. Just a little bit of board wipe protection as well, because this will break into multiple creatures. You never know, we could be doing an Ormondal. Corruptor. Okay. We can attack. There's no Wandering Emperor mana yet. Do we do this one or do we do this one? This one, I think, because there's potential to be board wiped in this game, so. And I don't think we even minus, we just plus all these. If we ever get to actually have our turn. Come on. Syncopating one of them. Okay, fine. Remove my option to minus.
Pleasure doing business with you.
Hello? God, we need to get up to Mythic so we avoid this bullshit. This happens a lot less there. I would like them to try deploying something. I'm a little bit bored of just playing around things. Thought that might be a bit much to ask. Do you want to discard something? No. Now, is it a Wandering Emperor? If it is, I'll probably grasp my own thing, so we can do it. It is.
I'm not overconfident. You're just underwhelming.
Although if it's Jerren, we care less, right? Yeah, you can have Jerren.
You are not much of a roadblock.
Ay. At least we have got one. Multicoloured thing. And we're spitting out some zombies. Okay, putting a 2/2 blocker in place. Continue to plus Ob Nixilis, I think. Let's grasp this and attack, I reckon. More board wipes could be on the way, but we've actually got some backup in hand now, so it's not looking so bad. Absence on the Ob Nixilis and a Celestus. Lagamos. So I reckon, to be fair, we just need it to resolve for like 2, don't we? And then we could try playing Lagamos with what's left over, just in case they have like make disappear, which want to be able to get that extra point of damage in. Kind of basically to spread the pain. Now they're going into thinking mode. You either have something that can remove multiple creatures or you don't. In fact, I'm pretty sure you don't. I don't know what on standard would save you now. Because you're going to have to remove both these, this and this. Well, you don't have to remove this, but if you only remove that, you're in trouble. GG. Going well so far. Alright, next one. See if we actually face some mono black. What we've been expecting all this time. Played a Thran Portal on red. Otherwise we're missing red. The Spirited Companion, okay. Do we do... yeah, I think we do Lagomos. There's potential they'll block, and then Liliana can be a bit better. Can slink a bit better. If they'll minus it.
Hope you're ready for some.
Yeah, they are.
Our
Okay.
eyes are everywhere.
And it's definitely some really time. Well, it could have been a weekend time, but
Happy to
start
help.
working with this.
I've always hated crowds.
Got them down to 13. Got a little bit land stuck there. Potentially haste in an underdog or something, but no, just
There's
drawing
no
and discarding.
secret I can't uncover.
Exiling Lagomos. Let's put this on white. It obviously tapped. Put in this Lagomos so we can kill off Kaito. We'll probably ditch this.
We all have things we'd rather forget.
Okay, that's pretty nice against us. Sarah Paragon will let us start playing stuff back out, but I think we have to play Edgar first, just because of, yeah, there could be more invokes coming. Ooh, nice. Thank God we have Edgar. Edgar Markov. Ah, they can exile my skeleton at last. Do we block with this? Probably. can get rid of that. That's nice. That cost a 3 life to ourselves and the card, but so be it. Shame to lose that. Probably better off not blocking. When it dies we go down to 1, but then Markov comes back and we've got more to play with. So we've got a Ganjo and a 2/2 blocker. I know we're giving them an extra card now, but I'm costing ourselves 1, which could be very dangerous. Gotta see if the opponent's drawn a way to deal with all of our lifelink. Probably not. That was close. Okay, next one. Any more easy games for us? It's not great, but it has got a Meathook. And now we've got our il-Kor, so we'll put this on white, which then double white for Paragon. And then we don't need a Meathook. Oh well. Hopefully he doesn't get cut down. Not cut down as such.
Nobody knows Dominaria's shadow.
Ah, one of your friends has to leave.
So we'll do this for 2. To kill off the Planeswalker.
This isn't how things were supposed to
And
go.
then we'll probably put Sarah Paragon in next time. Okay. Exile the Devastator, whatever.
Coming off. This is what you get for hurting my people.
Okay, we've Jesus, it's just fighting through
A
waves
fight?
of cheap
And you think
planeswalkers.
you can win?
Back to like War of the Spark.
Sacrifices must be made.
Show them how we greet our enemies.
Let's do this for 3, get rid of the underdog, shall we? Obviously they could flash it back, but then they can't build it up with Emperor.
We must protect the people.
Drop it.
Discard an Ob Nixilis. Basically we need to get this down, which they can make a sack, or just kill, then they flash that for 3, 6, 7 plus 1, yeah they got the win as long as they use their underdog.
We've got the edge in this fight.
GG. Okay, so basically if we are on the draw and we run into a tide of Planeswalkers, we'll lose. I mean, if we'd have drawn Dissenter, I guess it could have been a bit different. Or things that we don't mind dying. Guns and bacon. Sounds like a pretty good life. Underdog, so we probably play our underdog just to match it. Straight into
No more
Liliana.
distractions.
Yep. But at least we've got our hasty dude to kill off the Liliana.
I'll be back with friends.
What have you got to remove this? I'm sure something. Removal for Shell Drift then, don't we? I don't even want to risk it dying, they're that confident. Good. Yeah, we've got a block. Flooded out a bit of land here. We've got 8 now on the top 11 cards. Okay, just too many lands. 9 and 12 is unbeatably bad to draw. Okay, here we go. Johnny get. More black, more on the draw. God, I've been on the draw today, son. Play this on white. Elas il-Kor, the Sadistic Pilgrim. Get this cut down. Next turn will be the Liliana, I'm sure. Can't do that and grasp up. Oh well. That's what we have to do anyway. We're on the draw that the opponent's struggling for land, but I can't say I feel too sorry for them. Minus, plus.
Just obedience. Go ahead.
Don't want to start discarding just yet. Oh, okay. Get our pluses in now.
Pleasure doing business. Defy me, and you'll lose.
Do we do Jaya? Yeah. Hold on, there could be some naughty countering going on here. Let's just try doing this. Okay, no attack. No countering either. But there is grasping. Okay. Didn't get their land. What a shame. Tough life sometimes, though. We just... Alright. Let's go for a real game this time where both players have the lands they need, please. So hard to work out whether we've got the right land or not. I think we're okay here. We can play this into the plaza. Everything's... Fight rigging. I haven't seen many fight rigging decks around recently, eh? Problem is, you get me to sack your creatures all the time. like so.
Happy to help. Off you go.
Cost themselves a whole bunch. Liliana down. Good.
Knew this was a waste of time.
This needs to be white, I think. Get in for 4. This one dies. Dog and another rigging. What is under all these rings? So, shall we do Dissenter and Ob Nixilis? I think we just need to be plussing, really.
Your punishment is my entertainment. Defy me.
They're going to be able to crack one of these next turn. Unless they block my il-Kor. Elas il-Kor. Which they don't. Can only get them to 6. Let's see what we're getting hit by. A Titan would be pretty bad, but not to the point where we can't survive. Put them back up to 11. Liliana. That's not going to help that much.
And you think
plus.
You can win?
Make us discard something. I'll discard Jerren. Make me sacrifice something.
Sacrifices must be made.
Okay. Then you're going to take 4 from this. GG. Alright. This looks like a pretty good hand, but on the draw again. Like, honestly, what is going on here? I'm on the draw every single game. But Throne Portal on white it is. Into Elas il-Kor, as long as it doesn't get countered or destroyed, the more likely option. Just thinking long and hard about whether to destroy this, because you have to exile something from your hand. Probably worth it. Sunset Revelry. Go with the Lagamos, shall we? Not going to survive either. Void Rended. Putting them down to 3 cards already though. Let's go with the Dissenter just in case we can't play the Underdog. Maybe the opponent's hand is just let everyone else pain land themselves into the ground. It seems to be working against me so far. Okay, let's attack, since they can't Wandering Emperor this. Let the room for 1. Pain land ourselves a bit further down. Not drawing a land, so. And we can gain a little bit back.
Entire plains. One city will
No, we can't.
next time.
Okay,
I'll
maybe
cut
next
you.
turn.
Oh, I have a job for you.
God, where is our land? What is happening here?
Pleasure doing
Now they've got the 4th land for Wandering Emperor, but these things, we don't really care if they exile, to be honest.
You're just underwhelming. You're done.
Let's just put an underdog. Gonna bind the Ob Nixilis. I'm glad I didn't play the other one now.
dare you destroy what I built.
Creating a samurai. Okay.
Keep watch for intruders.
Probably attack with both, and whatever they don't block, we will sack to an Ob Nixilis. I would really like a 4th land at some point, please. Maybe I should switch to Hearthstone. Controversial statement. Don't worry, I'm not planning on it anytime soon, but it is bloody tempting when you get this land situation all the
I
time.
don't need this.
Our maximum
Just don't
bloody
need it.
guard is 4, and yet I can't even play everything.
Not worth the effort. I'm the new
Minus.
boss. Join. You work for me now, runt.
Really? You're gonna cut the down the devil? You're gonna cut you straight back. Oh my god, there it is, but I mean, it's another pain land.
Defy me, and
Let's
you
get
lose
Jaya down.
everything.
Cost me 3 life, was it? 2 life. I don't know.
You know what's happened to all my enemies?
Create some more creatures.
Taught them everything they know.
Deluge. Okay. The opponent's only on 4 as well, but they have been on 4 for a lot longer than I have. I assume they took a land. Yeah. Now we're getting them. Plus this one.
Pleasure doing.
-1. Still, it's in our top.
Eyes open. Stay alert.
Should we take a Liliana? No, we'll take an Elas. And an underdog then. Start. Can give us some of the life back that we get costed by this rubbish. So 2 per creature. They're only going down to 2 if we meet our team next turn. And that's only another creature, so they're only going down to 3. Okay. At least we can rebuild our creatures. Although I'm plussing this one.
Defy me, and you lose.
Oh, probably
everything.
Edgar now. Unless they've got more farewells or exiles. It's a pretty strong card. Getting desperate when you're siphoning insight from my deck, I tell you. There's nothing good in there, mate. Just siphon a land. Okay, Edgar's given us, yeah. We need to look at the top, I'm afraid. What have we got? Liliana. Yeah, okay. Finally, we ground them down, bored them to death. Okay, here you go, statistics. I know, I'm even getting comments now saying that you love statistics. So here we go, statistics for the deck. Played 9 games in 50 minutes. We are doing pretty well with a 67% win rate. Again, small sample size, caveats, etc. But against what we tend to see in the meta, we are doing okay. Mono black, 1 for 1. We haven't really got enough there to see, but we seem to be doing okay. And the games that we had were quite convincing. 2-0 against Esper is really nice. I'm seeing a little bit more Esper these days. Anecdotally, I would say it's probably the thing rising the quickest after mono black or black related decks. And then, yeah, the only thing that we really have been crushed against is Orzhov, and there was only one of those. So, you know, we really can't complain. I would say, since I tweaked the deck, which was actually quite a few things change. We're on a 75% win rate as well. So yeah, doing pretty well with the winning streak on this deck. I think it is hard for opponents to deal with because a lot of people are playing the like black sack type decks at the moment. If we want our creatures sacked, well, they're sort of playing into our hands, and it's sort of working out. There's some unknown spots in the deck. The Edgar, Shivan Devastator, you know, maybe even the Conscript. Yeah, I'm not sure about. So maybe it needs some tweaking with some of these like small creatures. Maybe there's things that are better for us when they die. Jerren, you know, we don't have all humans. Maybe it's not the best thing. So there could be some better options as well. But there's plenty of creatures around that can go in this deck. So it's just play a bit of trial and error, which I'll be doing over the next day or so. So hope you enjoyed the deck. If you did, please do leave me a like and subscribe. As I always say, it really helps. But really, thank you very much for just watching. That's the main thing for me. And if you got this far, that's, you know, that really is appreciated. So thank you very much.